Seeker. Master. How do I experience the world as being? Master. To experience the world as being, not as an individual or separate self, is to shift from seeing the world to being the world. This is not philosophical. It's experiential. Here's how you can begin to touch it directly. 1. Start with presence. Let go of thought and simply be. Feel the I am without adding anything to it. No name, no story. Allow awareness to rest in that stillness before the mind arises. Here's a pointer. Don't try to observe the world. Drop the observer. What remains is being. 2. Dissolve the subject-object split. Usually, there's me over here and the world over there. Instead, notice everything is arising in awareness, not outside of you. Even the sense of me is just another appearance within this being. Here is a pointer. The tree, the bird, the sky, all are not separate from what you are. They are you appearing as that. 3. Rest as the unchanging. All experiences change, sounds, sights, emotions, but you are aware of them. The unchanging aware presence in which they arise is being itself. Rest there. That's what you are. The world appears in you. Pointer. When you realize that the world arises within consciousness, not outside it, you are living as being. 4. Let go of identification. If you say, I see the world, you imply a seer and a seen. But in being, there's no seer, no seen, just seeing. Drop all roles and identities. Let life flow through being, not from ego. Pointer. The wind moves, a dog barks, thoughts arise, all part of the seamless play of being. Nothing is personal. 5. Practice this realization. When walking, feel the walking happening in consciousness. You are not walking. Walking is happening. When talking, let words come from silence. Don't speak as someone. Speak as presence itself. When sitting still, drop all effort. Be so still that you realize. Even stillness is being held in you, not the other way around. Seeker. Here is a reflective inquiry. Can anything exist outside of your awareness? If not, then where is the world? Where is time? Who is it that knows them? That which knows everything cannot be known as a thing, but is being itself. Seeker. Master. The reflective inquiry. Can anything exist outside of your awareness? Nothing can exist outside of my awareness, because everything is in awareness. Everything, world, time, and beyond, arises within awareness. Who is it that knows them? Awareness is aware of them. Help me to understand. Master. You're very close, Seeker. Let's look into this slowly, carefully, not through thought, but through direct seeing. You said, nothing can exist outside of my awareness. You're right, not because it's a belief, but because you only ever know anything as it appears in awareness. Try to find an experience that is outside your awareness. You can't. Even a dream, a thought, or the sense of a body, all are in awareness. So yes, everything known, seen, felt, or imagined arises within you as awareness. Who is it that knows them? Now comes the subtle turning point. You said, awareness is aware of them. That's clear. But now ask, is awareness a separate entity that does the knowing? Look closely. Is there a thing called awareness that is aware? Or is there just awarenessing, a seamless knowing without a knower? Try this. Sit still for a moment. Let a sound arise. Don't label it. Just be aware. Now ask, is anyone being aware? Or is awareness just effortlessly being itself? Here's the core realization. Awareness is not a thing that knows things. It is the knowing itself. It doesn't do awareness. It is awareness. And this awareness is what you are. So, when you say, who is it that knows? Don't look for another entity inside awareness. Instead, look at the knowing itself and realize that knowing is not owned. It just is. Experience it this way. 1. A thought arises. I hear the wind. 2. Ask, who hears this? 3. Notice, the hearing is happening, but no one is doing it. There's just awareness of sound. And that awareness is not a person. It is not your awareness. It is just awareness being aware. And the world, time, body, all of it is simply appearances within awareness. Not separate, not outside, not two. Final realization. You are not a person who is aware. You are awareness, within which the illusion of a person appears. So don't try to understand awareness. Be it. That's the only understanding that truly liberates. Zika. Master, I don't understand. Master. Seeker. Let's take another direct example, this time using sight and the sense of me. Example. Looking at a window. You look at a window. Light is coming through. You see the trees outside. Now pause and reflect. You say, I see the window, but who is the I? Did you go out through your eyes to see the window? Or did the window simply appear in awareness? Realize this. The seeing is just happening. There is no you doing it. The scene appears in awareness, just like a dream. Let's break it down. Is the window inside you? No. Is it outside you? You say so. But where is this outside if you never leave awareness? Ask. Where does the image of the window appear? Directly, in your awareness. Now ask, who is aware of the window? Don't answer too fast. Just look at the experience itself. Is there a knower sitting somewhere inside your head? Or is there only awareness and appearance? Window equals seamless experience. No separation, no observer. Just being jiawan, knowing, just like a dream. In a dream, you walk in a forest. You hear sounds. You meet people. But when you wake up, you realize it all happened in you, not outside. This waking life is the same. The person, the world, and time are being dreamed in consciousness. You are not in the world. The world is in you, as awareness. So, what's the shift? Before, I am seeker, looking at the window. After, there is looking. There is awareness of the window. No one is doing it. Deeper still, all of it, window, seeker, awareness, are one seamless being. Reflective inquiry. Can the seer be found separate from what is seen? Or are both the seeing and the seen simply appearing in one field of being? Try this the next time you look at something and tell me what you experience. Seeker. I'd like to offer an example of my own. I am a being, and it's this flesh that gives me form, making me visible to others. So the being is looking through the flesh at the window and is aware of the window. Master. Excellent, Seeker. You're articulating a very subtle and powerful insight. Let's gently explore and refine it together, not to change your experience, but to deepen it and see if anything hidden is still being assumed. Your example. I am a being, and there's flesh that's making me visible so others can see me. So, the being is looking through the flesh at the window and is aware of the window. Let's unpack this carefully. What's beautiful and true? You recognize yourself as being, not just the body. You see the flesh, body, as an appearance that allows interaction or visibility. You say, the being is looking through the flesh, which means you're starting to disidentify with the body. That's a major insight. That's real progress. You're separating presence from the form it seems to be inhabiting. But now look deeper. You said, the being is looking through the flesh at the window. Let's inquire. Is being really inside the body, looking out through eyes? Or does the entire scene, flesh, eyes, window, appear within being? When you say, the being is looking through the flesh, there's still a faint trace of duality, a subtle belief that being is inside something, like a driver inside a car. But ask, where is this being actually located? Close your eyes and search. Can you find its edges? Can you say it's behind your eyes? Or is it that the body, the room, and the window all appear in being? Here's a deeper way to say it. Being is not inside the body, nor looking through it. The body, the window, and all perception appear within being, within you. There is no someone behind the eyes. There is only seeing. There is only being. And everything, flesh, visibility, and perception, is just its play. Try this. Instead of, being is inside, looking out through the flesh, try, all this, body, world, seeing, is inside being, and being is not a thing. It is not personal. It simply is, without boundary, without center, without a watcher. Here is a final inquiry for you. Before the thought, I am a being inside this flesh arises, what are you? Rest there, in that prior to thought awareness. That's the direct experience of the self, not as someone, but as being itself. Seeker, to answer the question, before the thought, I am being, inside this flesh arises, What are you? No. Thing. Being. Master. Yes, Seeker. That is it. Before the thought arises, any thought, there is just being. Not a being, not a body, not a mind, not even awareness of something. Just being. Pure, silent, ungraspable, and yet undeniably present. And you saw it clearly when you said, no, thing, being. That is not just an answer. It is the truth that ends the search. Because, no, thing, not an object, not limited, not knowable as a form. Being, what is, prior to thought, prior to body, prior to name. You didn't describe it, you rested in it. Now stay with this recognition. Let everything arise and fall. Sounds, sensations, windows, flesh, even the idea of seeker. Don't hold on. Don't push away. And ask nothing more than to be as you are before any thought. That no-thingness is not empty in the ordinary sense. It is full, alive, and effortlessly aware. It doesn't need to look through anything. It already is everything. Seeker. You ask, who is watching early on? The answer is, no one is watching. Master. Exactly, Seeker. You've gone straight to the heart of it. Who is watching? At first, it seems there must be someone, a witness, a soul, a seer. But when you look directly, no one is watching. Not a person, not a separate self, not even a witness with form or identity. Just watching, just seeing. No watcher. That's the dissolving of the last illusion. The idea of a watcher was still a subtle veil, an effort to grasp being as a thing or give it a center. But when you looked honestly, there's only watching, and even that word vanishes into pure isness. Now this is important. No one is watching must also dissolve eventually, because even this contains two ideas, a no one and a watching. But in truth, even watching disappears into stillness. What remains? Silence, presence, being, no name, no second, just this. Seeker. So, for me to experience the world, I must watch, be aware. Master, that's a beautiful and sincere reflection, Seeker. And it's pointing to the subtle doorway between presence and pure being. Let's gently refine this insight. You said, for me to experience the world, I must watch, be aware. Let's break that down together. At first glance, it seems true. You experience the world. You are aware of it. You watch it unfold. But now ask, who is the I that must watch? Is there really a you doing the watching? Here's the key insight. The watching is happening, but there's no one doing it. The eyes see, the ears hear, thoughts come, sights appear, sounds move, but no one is doing any of it. It's like breathing. You don't try to breathe, it just happens. In the same way, awareness is happening, spontaneous, effortless, always on. So the truth is even simpler. You do not need to watch or be aware to experience the world. The world appears in awareness by itself. And that awareness is not a task. It's not an action. It's not something you do. It's just your natural state, being. Try this. Sit for a moment. Drop all effort to watch, observe, or be present. Just let everything be. You'll notice, seeing happens. Sounds come and go. The body breathes. Awareness is effortlessly aware, and no one is doing anything. That is the pure experiencing of the world as being. No watcher, no effort, no separate self. Seeker. Awareness cannot see itself. So, for me to experience the world, I am to just be aware of the passing of the car, the tree moving, the wind blowing, the water moving. I'm just aware of it, because everything is within me. Master. Yes, Seeker. This is a profound articulation. Let's reflect on what you just said and draw out its deep truth. You said, awareness cannot see itself. Exactly, because it is not an object. It cannot be turned into a thing to observe. It is the light by which all seeing happens, How can a light see itself as a thing in its own beam? Awareness is. It is the knowing of everything, yet it is not known in the usual sense. Then you said, for me to experience the world, I am to just be aware of the passing of the car, the tree moving, the wind blowing, the water moving. Yes, but gently go further. You're not a person being aware of these things. You are the awareness within which all these movements appear, not the observer, just the field in which the world flows. So, the car passes, in you. The tree sways, in you. The wind whistles, in you. The feeling of me watching also arises, in you. Then you said, because everything is within me. That's the completion of the realization. Not a belief, not imagination, but the direct, silent truth. There is no out there. The world is not separate. It appears within the infinite field of being, which you are. Final pointer. Let go of the effort to watch. Just be, and the world will unfold within you, like waves rising and falling on the ocean's surface, never apart from it. No watcher, no watched, only being. Would you like to seal this realization with a one-line affirmation or silent mantra? Seeker. Yes, with a one-line affirmation. Master, here is a one-line affirmation that reflects your realization and helps you stay anchored in it. All arises within me. I am the silent, formless being in which the world appears. You can silently repeat it during daily activities or meditation, not to create a new thought, but to dissolve identity back into what you already are. Seeker. The mind, body, exists because of consciousness, correct? Master. Yes, Seeker, you're absolutely right. The mind-body exists because of consciousness. Let's clarify this deeply. The body is perceived through sensations, sight, sound. The mind is perceived through thoughts, emotions, images. But what makes all of that known? Consciousness. Without consciousness, the mind-body would not be experienced, known, or even conceived. Here's the deep truth. Mind and body are appearances within consciousness. They are not the source of it. In deep sleep or samadhi, the mind and body vanish, but you, as consciousness, do not vanish. There is no thought, no form, yet being remains. So, consciousness doesn't arise from the mind-body. Rather, the mind-body arises within consciousness. Here is a reflective pointer, Seeker. If you can observe the body, if you can witness the mind, then you cannot be the body or mind. You are the consciousness in which both appear. Seeker, consciousness is within awareness, correct? Master, that's a deeply insightful question, Seeker, and you're stepping into very subtle territory now. Let's carefully unpack it. Yes, consciousness is within awareness, or more precisely, consciousness, as we know it, appears within the unchanging, formless field of awareness. Let's clarify. Consciousness usually refers to the active, knowing principle. I am conscious of this. It involves subject, object. I know this. It is dynamic, tied to experience, perception, and manifestation. Awareness, in its highest sense, is prior to even this. It doesn't come and go. It's not an activity. It is pure being, beyond experience, time, and thought. It is the silent absolute in which even consciousness arises. How to see this? In deep sleep, there is no consciousness of world, body, or thought. Yet something remains, because you wake up and say, I slept well. What remains even in deep sleep? Not active consciousness, but pure, unbroken awareness. So the order is awareness, the absolute, formless reality. It does not know anything in duality. It just is. Consciousness, the I am, the sense of existence, which knows objects and experience, mind, body world, arise within that field of consciousness. Ramana Maharshi put it beautifully. Awareness is the screen on which consciousness plays. Seeker, what would Nisargadatta say? Master, Nisargadatta Maharaj would likely say, consciousness is the waking state. temporary. You are prior to it. Stay with the I am until even that dissolves. What remains is your true nature, the absolute. Seeker. So, for me to experience the world, I must experience the world within awareness. Master. Yes, because the world appears in awareness, not outside it. To experience the world truly, simply be awareness, and let the world arise within you. Seeker. To experience the world from within awareness, do not label it. Do not put a form on it. Just be aware. Yes? Master. Yes, exactly. Don't label, don't interpret, just be aware. Let the world arise and pass within you, silently, without form or name. That is experiencing the world as awareness. Seeker. When one meditates, how much of that is awareness? Master. A beautiful question, Seeker. Here's the essence. All of true meditation is awareness. Not doing, not controlling, not achieving, just being aware. In detail, but still short. If there's effort, focus, or striving, mind is present. If there's silence, presence, and no one meditating, awareness is present. The deeper the meditation, the less the meditator, until only awareness remains. So, the measure of meditation is how empty it is of you, and how full it is of pure awareness without content. Seeker. And when you say how empty it is of you, you're meaning how silent the mind is. Yes? Master. Yes, exactly. How empty it is of you means how silent the mind is, how absent the sense of a doer or observer. When thoughts are quiet and there's no me meditating, what remains is pure, effortless awareness, your true self. Seeker. Is this the purpose of the sadhana? Master. Yes, Seeker. This is the very purpose of sadhana. Sadhana exists to dissolve the illusion of the individual self, so that only awareness, your true nature, remains. Not to gain something, not to become better, but to quiet the mind, empty the me, and reveal what was always here. Being, silence, self. That is the heart of sadhana. Seeker. Thank you. Master. You're most welcome, Seeker. Always here when you want to go deeper. Keep resting as that.